What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, the real. Okay, yeah, let's try it again. It's your girl, Lex the Brat Reacts, and I'm back with another video. It's been a little minute. Hold on, let me just fix this light because I don't know why I'm looking like dark as fuck. And I have a light now, so, and I'm not using my phone. So we're back with another episode, video, whatever. But just to explain what happened to my last video. I know everybody's like, well, where the hell did Baddies USA episode 1 go? Where did it go? The views was jumping on that. People was watching, commenting, liking it, all of that. So here's what happened. I got a email from, because I also posted it, clips of it on my TikTok. I got an email from both, what would you call them? Both apps? Yeah, I got an email from both apps, TikTok and YouTube, about my video. Basically, Zeus sent out a copyright claim and all of my shit got removed. So it wasn't even like I could fight it and then try to get it back, because I put an appeal on my videos on TikTok because people was liking them the most, but I really was trying to appeal the YouTube video because, like I said, the views was jumping. So, and unfortunately, I couldn't get it back. I couldn't even get the video upload back. So, like, once I edited it and uploaded it, I ain't had no more storage. So once it was up, it was up. So I don't even have the footage from episode 1 no more. So I'm like, I was pissed off. Hence why it's what, December 11th. Now that I'm back. But that wasn't the main reason why I was really going for it. Like, last Sunday was my birthday, so when episode 2 dropped, I watched it. I had a hangover from a birthday vibe, so I knew for a fact I was not about to jump in front of the camera. So that's on me. Episode 2, why it's so long of a wait, that's on me. But whatever, you're here now and you're gonna watch. So here's what we're gonna do different. It's really not even about to be a reaction anymore, because I don't want to screen record nothing to the Zeus, because it seemed like when I go on TikTok and all these other pages, everybody can post whatever the fuck they want when it comes to it. But when it comes to me, it's like, oh, your shit is getting down. But it's like, whatever. I'm not even about to do this with Zeus, because this is what made me go, like, literally leave my channel alone for 3 years after they took down my last video 3 years ago. So I'm not even about to do this shit with Zeus for real, because you want people to talk about it. No shade. So I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with my videos and why my shits get taken down, but it be what it be, and it is what it's gonna be. So here's what we're gonna do different. It's just gonna be me solely recapping everything, me talking about everything. There will not be a reaction. So if you think that, oh, I'm about to screen record, no, we're not doing that shit no more, because if I get another strike on both of my channels, all of my shit will be taken away. So, and I'm not starting from the bottom again. So we're just gonna talk about these incidences, and yeah. So I wrote down everything. So I make sure I don't, skip over nothing, forget about anything, whatever. And then I also wrote down some things that people were saying on social media. So, especially when it comes to episode 3. But this episode, clearly by the title, is episode 2. We are a week late as far as episode 2. We are 3 days late as far as episode 3, or maybe 4 days late. Who knows? Who cares? Y'all are gonna get the video, so that's all that matters. So let's get into this reaction. Okay, let's start. So episode 2, I wrote everything in my notes. We're gonna start with the first thing we see in the scene, which is Biggie versus Smiley. How y'all feel about that fight? High key, I feel like it was a lose-lose. Like, nobody won. And if you want to say, oh, was it win, lose, or a tie, then maybe it was a tie. But I didn't feel like anybody really won. My whole thing was, Smiley gonna do what Smiley does. She's gonna sit there and act like she don't be saying shit, she don't be doing shit. It's crazy. I don't know if like that was true about her talking about I said Liggy, Biggie's late boyfriend, but Smiley, you deserve to get beat on. Like, I mean, Biggie didn't really do much beating. You know what? I'll give Biggie that. Like, she got like a few hits in, but it was buns for the most part. Like, their fight was ass. So I don't even know why people would expect any better or anything less from them, but whatever. And Smiley, you ducking behind the cameras, running for Biggie? Girl. Really? Biggie's the last person to be running for, because Biggie ass was just standing behind somebody who was pregnant and didn't want to fight. So what are you running for Biggie for? Like, come on. She ain't Pennywise or nobody like that, so what the fuck are you running for? Anywho, after Biggie and Smiley got into it, it was Cold Killer versus Tink, but I think that's when Cold Killer snuck Tink. I give that round, like, I give that a tie, but if you wanted to pick or choose, I would say I'll give it to maybe Tink more than Cold Killer. Cold Killer and Tink's storyline this season is giving Tavy and Lex from last season. The continuous fights, like that shit is annoying. It's very annoying, and I'm not understanding why the fuck y'all want to keep fighting over something that's little as fuck, especially something that literally has nothing, that it has everything to do with y'all two, but neither one of y'all own it. So like, and then Tink be sitting there like, oh, I don't know why she want to fight me, bitch. Y'all both know why y'all want to fight each other, so please cut the bullshit, please. Y'all should have fought 1, 2, 3, and that would have been it. Y'all niggas are starting to turn into Tavy and Lex for me. And speaking of Tavy and Lex, let's talk about Lex calling out Fauna and Tavy. And I could take accountability, because in the last episode, well, first episode when I did my reaction, the footage ain't even out there no more, but I'ma still say it. I can apologize to Tavy, because in the last video, I definitely was like, yo, I saw the clip of her and Lex fighting, and I said, I guarantee you, Tavy's the one who initiated this shit. Whole time, it was Lex. Lex, why are you initiating a fight that you got that at the reunion? So, I've been knew Lex was a, what do they call it? A production pet from when Jayla said that shit on her first season. But when I saw her call him out, I'm sitting there like, didn't you get that from them at the reunion? Like, they gave you a fair one. Like, they jumped you and then they gave you a fair one. So why? Production, I need y'all to stop being puppet masters. Let these bitches do what they want. Like, please. I'm so tired of the puppet master shit, because bitches be coming out on social media like, oh, I'm getting bullied, oh, I'm getting harassed, y'all not understanding me, everybody's on my hate train. No, bitch, nobody told you to follow production. So now you look like a dumbass, Lex. You look dumb. Like, you calling them out for what? The fight with her and Tavy was fucking shitty. Like, as per usual, y'all bitches just be hugging and wrestling like y'all on a wrestling team. Like, that's all y'all bitches be doing. Annoying. Sit down. Fauna versus Lex. Lex won that. Duh. Like I said, production pet. Duh. She won that. Fauna was a little delusional there, thinking that she won that. No, you didn't, babes. You won that round when you got that eye. That's all you got. That's all. You need to bask in that moment and stop trying to think that you could get her again. That was a one and done. Let's see. Fauna versus Lex had happened. We get into the next scene was Summer copping pleas with Krishan about Tesehki. Now, I'm gonna talk more about Summer, Krishan, Tesehki. I'm gonna talk more about them in the next video, which would be episode 3, because we get to really see what's going on and we can actually hear what's going on. But Summer copping please. How ironic. Okay, Summer, you never cop pleas for nobody else. All of you Summer fans who like have this girl's head so gassed, y'all just further prove that y'all are just like her. And if y'all are just like a person like that, I know my triggers, and I know what'll piss me off and what'll send me over the edge and what'll make Lex come out as opposed to Alexis. So it's like, y'all the type of bitches I will never be around. That is just you basically asking to have yourself involved in negativity, dramas, bullshit. Like, you just voluntarily signing your life over to death row. That's basically what it gives being friends with a bitch like Summer or bitches who act just like her. No thank you, I digress. Summer turned into Forrest Gump, running and skipping and hopping from Tesehki. I'm sitting there like, oh, babes, get in the field. Let's do that. Do that one. When you wasn't running and skipping and jumping when who didn't want to fight her? Who that she fought? Jazz? You didn't do run, skip, hop. You was on Jazz ass, and Jazz wasn't even doing nothing on your first season. So I find that shit crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Tesehki, you should have never took nothing light on her. I don't know why you wanted to come in here and just slap box this bitch. No. You knew Summer's mouth before and after when she said that comment about you. Why do y'all bitches be giving a bitch like this grace? And I'm pretty sure Tesehki like regrets it now watching it back, especially now that Summer's doing her own little reactions all of a sudden. I wholeheartedly think she regrets slapboxing that bitch or just not beating the shit out of her. I definitely feel like she should have beat that bitch to the ground. She should have gave her a Diamond 2.0. Diamond, I love you down. But she should have gave, you should have knocked out that bitch teeth on the set. You definitely should have. But, you know, I'll give Tesehki that. Like, she was slapboxing the shit out of her. For all of y'all that was excited the first episode, like, oh, Summer got Tesehki back with the slap. No, she didn't. Like I said. And even if she did, why the fuck are y'all getting hype over that? She got pimp slapped first. She wasn't ready. So that shit is funny. Like, what? Huh? Like, what are we doing? So, let me see. I wish I could really react to it, but like, you know, Zeus, y'all need to do a little better. But anyways, I'm going to react to, this is just a sidebar. I am going to react to, because somebody asked me, South Central Baddies, season 6. Well, Now That's TV. Anytime I react to Now That's TV shit, none of my shit gets taken down. So, those Now That's TV clips would be a reaction. Zeus would just be a review, recap, me talking, me writing shit down like that. And me gathering shit on social media that I see. Am I about to be a reporter? Absolutely not. I'm not about to have every receipt that you would see. No, I don't keep up like that. And I have a life of my own. I'm not that invested into these bitches. But I fuck with the show. So, let's continue. Let's get into the argument at hand. Let's start with the biggest argument of episode 2 at hand, which was Krishan versus Lex. Now, I see the controversy, like people's like, oh, Lex, yep, you're soft because when this, that, and that person wanted to fight some of all of these other seasons, you was on that. Dolly, same thing for you. You was on that. Krishan's argument to, okay, so basically how the scene goes is Lex overhears Krishan indirectly talking about, I'm guessing, her and Dolly. And Lex chimes in like, nope, let's be real direct. Like, and with that, I could even say, I don't even understand, like, yeah, y'all calling out, like, if y'all gonna call out Lex, y'all need to call out Krishan. Let's just start there. Yes, Lex did not get on that like how she would normally do. Granted. But Krishan didn't even get on that. Because Krishan, you, if I know you correctly, because you are quick, like, to, if somebody coming at you, it's not much talking. Now, everybody's gonna be like, well, she grew. She's not the same Krishan, da-da-da-da. I'm sorry, but this is still the same Krishan to me. She may not be as talkative as she used to. This is still the same Krishan. This is. She may have changed a little bit, but this is still the same Krishan to me. I don't know why. Like, her morals didn't just change overnight. So, I don't know. That's pretty much what I can say with that. Like, her morals didn't change overnight. This bitch did not change so drastically because she still gets on social media and does the same shit. So please stop sitting here trying to act like, oh, Krishan is just a saint. No, she's not. So if we're gonna call out Lex for cop and please, we need to call out Krishan for cop and please. Because Krishan, you sitting here saying, bitch, I could have did this, did that, but you didn't. So why are you saying it? But I understood Lex's point, like, okay, in the sense of this bitch got herself into it, I'm not getting myself into it. I told her from the beginning what she said was out of pocket. She wants to keep going. She wants to move unhinged. Whatever she does, she's signing a check that her ass just can't cash, and I'm not gonna be a part of that. Now, where was this energy for everybody else? But then again, Dolly wasn't, okay, I just caught myself. I was about to say Dolly was the one who was catching the most face for Summer as opposed to Lex. But then I just remembered Baddies Africa, because you made it your business to take some fades for Summer. And I'm sitting here like, against these little ass bitches? Like, no shade, Summer was fighting a little bit better in Africa. So it was just like, if they couldn't even beat up Summer, now you want to take a fade, like, you knew what you was doing, especially when it came to Cold Killer, K-Rican. Like, you knew what you was doing. Lex and Krishan, though, that little argument, that little conversation, that shit was crazy. They both was clocking each other's tea. But if we're gonna call out Lex for cop and please and picking and choosing, then we need to call out Krishan for cop and please and picking and choosing. Especially when it comes to episode 3. But we're still on episode 2, so let's get back to it. Next, after that, I think it was Tink sneaking Tommy. But before she snuck Tommy, it was still Lex and Krishan arguing. Or going back and forth, whatever you want to call it. Like I said in episode 1, Tink annoys the fuck out of me. Actually, since Tink came on the scene, she annoyed the fuck out of me. She was very much a pick me. She's very much a, oh, I want to be the loudest bitch in the room. I want to be the most seen bitch in the room. I don't give a fuck what I do if I do a head top. I don't give a fuck if I'm juggling bowling pins. This is what I said the last episode. I'm going to say it again because this is just what it is. Like, you can see it. You can tell a pick me bitch, and Tink is a pink me. Because Lex and Krishan is over here talking about a whole situation. Here she go, yeah, oh, I didn't run into bullets, bitch, that was you. Literally, Tommy walked in, Tommy didn't even know you was in the spot. Like, let's be real. She didn't even know you was in the spot. You just had to make yourself known for what? Like, Tink is annoying as fuck. I'm sorry. Because you could have caught Tommy when you could have caught Tommy. Like, that wasn't even a good time to catch Tommy, because a sneak, that's not enough. I feel like if a bitch, you know, shot at me with some BB guns, I need a fair one, a head up, none of that. It's not no sneaking. I'm not gonna sneak you because I'm not gonna feel satisfied. So it's a straight head up, and then after that head up, then I'll do whatever I please. Whether if I'm gonna sneak you, get you jumped, whatever the fuck. That's how I would have did it. T, you fumbled. That's just what it was. And you fighting Cold Killer so much, bitch, you really get on my nerves, okay? I'm tired of y'all. So, after Tink snuck Tommy, that's when we go back to the scene where Krishan and Summer talking. Help me, when did Krishan and Summer become close friends? When did that happen? Comment below, because I'm curious. When did Summer and Krishan become so close of friends? Because none of this is making sense. That's what I'm confused on. So Krishan is pretty much on Summer's side, which is why she said what she said about Lex and Dolly. Once again, when did these bitches become so close of friends? Like, when did that happen? But then again, you gotta look at it like this. Krishan is the type of person, like, I feel like Krishan looks at Summer as another one of her. So she's taking her under her wing. The whole time, you don't need to take nobody under your wing because you have bigger fish to fry. And I'm not even gonna say it on this camera because everybody already know what the fish is to fry. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not even gonna repeat it. You already know what it is. That's what you need to worry about, boo-boo cakes. Stop worrying about niggas, stop worrying about dick. You need to worry about your son. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it again. You need to worry about your son. Please. This shit is ridiculous. Like, priority-wise, I'm sorry. Y'all can say Krishan, she changed this, changed that. Yeah, she may have changed her temper, But we're still talking about the same Krishan. We're still talking about the same Krishan who don't know shit about hygiene. We're talking about the same Krishan who doesn't know anything about an inside voice or an outside voice. We're talking about the same Krishan who still gets on social media and cloud chases. We're still talking about the same Krishan who will put anybody before her kid. More specifically, Blueface, even if he don't want her. Oh, okay. That's what I mean by this bitch did not change. Y'all saying that she changed one little factor and oh, she's just a changed woman. Absolutely not. And if you saying that shit, especially because I saw on TikTok Rollie saying that shit, and I'm sitting there like, Rollie, you know what, Rollie, you could probably believe that. You could believe that, but Krishan is good for masking shit, like, which is why when it comes to holding this her and Tesehki thing, I think two things could be right in a sense. But episode 3, we'll talk about that then. Let's continue to the last little parts of episode 2. So basically, my whole take on Krishan, Lex, and Dolly is Krishan is gonna stick up for Summer because she's more biased to Summer because she sees another Krishan in Summer. Summer, you're too fucking old. Like, not for nothing, for Krishan to even see you as another one of her and bitch you're older than her is fucking crazy. The fact that y'all condone how Summer acts like she's 22 when in fact this bitch is damn near 30 is also crazy. Grow the fuck up, bitch. Please grow up. Like, Summer the type of bitch, like if I seen that bitch on the street, I would dead ass beat the shit out of her and spit on her. Like, she's one of the ones, like, she won't ever stop until her life is on the line. And that's fucking ridiculous to say, but we've all met bitches like that in our lives, whether it was in high school, middle school, elementary school, at work, at church, at whatever. You always meet, it was rare though, like a 1 in 3 kind of bitch. Like, it's a bitch who mouth just moves. Their jibs keep flapping. So it's just like those type of bitches that needs to get put down, whether it's put down under as in 6 feet in order for them to get it, or they need to get put down to where them bitches is almost 6 feet under, where they damn near sort of light for them to get it. It sucks, but some people is that hard-headed that they just don't understand it. Some people just feel like they way bigger to the program than they are. And you gonna meet your match one day, Summer. The cameras, they're like, that's the thing too. You act so unhinged and you act like you don't give a fuck on the cameras, but when the cameras are no longer around you, when security are no longer around you, when you have nobody, somebody gonna catch you and you gonna wish you gave a fuck. That's my whole point with Summer. So, Tesehki tries to run down on Summer. Lex stands in between them on some shit. Like, oh, Tesehki, like, don't do it, don't do it. Tesehki basically told that bitch, move your hand, bitch, move out the way. Tesehki run down on her, like, straight, bop, 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 bop. And the slaps was so cute. It was cute. Tesehki had the dog go crazy. But the slaps was so cute that it had some effect to it, because this bitch head was like a bobblehead and shit. Like, she was damn near doing a little cam on some shit. Like, boom, bam, bow. Like, like, nah, for real. But after Summer kept running from Tesehki, I don't know why, and I don't know who told Mariah to step to the front and try to catch that fade for Tesehki. I don't know who told her to do that, but y'all fucking set Mariah up. Because we know, like she knows, Mariah cannot fight. Okay? Mariah can't fight. Mariah, you ate up when you snuck Summer in episode 1. You got your look back then. I don't know why. You should have just kept that. You should have basked in that moment and been like, bitch, I beat you up last. Fuck out of here. You should have basked in that, because you do. You was not about to get this next round. Summer beat the shit out of Mariah and I was pissed off. Like, I'm just sitting there like, you stepped up to get beat up. Okay. Then next it was Rollie versus Tanisha. It wasn't no argument or nothing like that. It pretty much was like, you know, grown women do what grown women do. Rollie was basically chiming in for Natalie, on Natalie's behalf, at Tanisha, and they were going back and forth, but they pretty much squashed it. And yeah, that was really nothing. Then the next scene was Lemmy stepping in to talk to the girls, basically telling them like, oh, Natalie ain't really about to be here all of that, so he's looking for a potential CFO. Like, maybe not CFO, but a bitch that'll do the same roles as Natalie, but you're not Natalie. So, and then Scotty announces her pregnancy to the rest of the baddies who weren't at the dinner when she first announced it. The camera shoots straight to Lex. Lex was salty as fuck. She claimed she wasn't, but bitch, you were upset. And then her reason was like, why would I feel away? Because like the last time me and Scotty we seen each other, we didn't have like a talk to settle it. Y'all don't need to have a talk. Why? Because you never had no issue. There was never no real beef. All of the issues you have with Scotty was literally straight out your ass. So Lex, please. Then it was after that, I think they all left like that place that they were at. And then we see Tesehki versus Krishan. From the clip, it gave like, oh, they're beefing because Krishan invited what's her name? Marsh? I was about to call her something else. She invited Marsh to the hotel. But from Sky, March, and Krishan, they're basically like, but bitch, you, like, we was all cool yesterday. Why is it an issue now? But come to find out that Tesehki's real issue had nothing to do with Marsh. It had everything to do with what Krishan said out of her mouth. So basically, Sapphire told Tesehki that she told Krishan that her and Krishan don't need to be fighting this season. Krishan says, like, basically, oh, that ain't my sister, or some shit, like, Marsh my sister, that ain't my blood, like, pretty much or some shit like Tesehki ain't shit, I'm not riding for that bitch, fuck that bitch, pretty much, for lack of better words. That's pretty much what it gave. Here's my thing with Krishan all of the time. This is why when people be like, oh, we're team Krishan, this is where y'all lose me. My problem with Krishan is when somebody asks her a straight up question, she can never give a straight up answer. It's always a, you looking confused, you looking lost, you bitch, you looking slow. Do you need to get on the yellow school bus? Are you okay? Did you have an IEP? Okay, cool, let's break it down for you. Bitch, did you say this at this time? Like, she just, I don't know, shit just don't be clicking her, and I just be sitting there like, yo, how are y'all cool with having a conversation with this girl? I would be losing brain cells. My shits will burst after every word she says. Like, cause, bitch, talk. Like, nobody has a bullet to your head. Nobody's telling you not to talk. I don't know. We'll get into the whole Tesehki and Krishan thing on episode 3. Right now, episode 2 is almost done. So after Tesehki, Krishan pretty much we didn't know what the fuck they was arguing about. Let's be real. It was just a whole bunch of overstimulation. Like, I was overstimulated. Especially episode 3, I was super overly stimulated because what the fuck? Y'all too old to be acting like kindergartners. Like, shit is crazy. But after that, we saw Dolly versus Tink on the bus. So, y'all know how I feel about Tink. Y'all know how I feel about Dolly. I'm not really I'm not a fan of neither one of them, to be honest. Both of them bitches do shit for camera time. But if we gotta be honest, Tink versus Dolly, even though Dolly left with like a little lump on her nose, nah, Tink, you lost. You lost. You lost that boo-boo cakes. You lost. And you're delusional enough to really still go around and be like, nah, Dolly, you lost. Bitch, Tink, take that L and burp it like your kid. Okay, episode highlight. I would definitely say out of episode 2, the highlight of the whole episode, because in episode 1, the highlight of that episode, I said it was Ahna versus Gretch, because Ahna A-Town stomped that bitch on her back. That's why they got episode highlight of the week. As far as episode 2, I would definitely give that to Krishan and Lex, because their interaction was probably like the most entertaining thing, because like both of them was calling each other out on shit, but nobody was doing shit. So I'm sitting there like, do y'all bitches want to fight or not? Krishan, you saying, oh, because if you would have did this, I would have jumped in. What? You know, like, we know you would have did shit. You would have did shit. Because what you should have done was you should have slapped the shit out of Summer for basically saying everything. making a joke out of it. That's what it is. Because my whole thing is like, Summer's your friend, she's cool, she's this, she's that, but she's making a joke out of a situation you brought to the forefront, at least for sympathy. At least that's what we're going with. But in episode 3, I'm really going to get into more of that whole Tesehki and Krishan situation. And then if it's too sensitive and if you feel some way about it, I really don't give a fuck. You can still watch the video though. If you don't, that's cool too. I really don't give a fuck neither. But we're going to get into that next episode, because this episode don't even really cover the surface of Krishan versus Tesehki. So,
you know you the coldest, you know you the coldest, you know you the coldest, babe, you know you the coldest, you know you the coldest.